reminisce about how it used to be more safer. They used to travel without the fear of getting hit by a speeding vehicle. Hey. Now it's the fast and furious. They ignoring the traffic code. They defeating the purpose of our lovely road. Driving too fast, some even overtaking.
26 minutes, moving up to the hour. Good morning to our listeners, good morning to our viewers, and good morning to Sergeant Henry, who's making sure she's putting on her headphone digitally, because Lulu is watching and she's making sure.
Good morning, Jiki, and good morning to listening public.
Yes, morning to you once again. Let's get our conversation started, and in just a bit we're going to open the lines to hear from our audience. It was on their minds today if they will have questions or respond to your topic of the day or have some concerns of their own. Over to you.
Good morning. Before I start, I just want to let the motorists know that work has been carried out on Liverpool Road by Water Department in the vicinity of Dilley Street. So, the traffic wouldn't be able to turn right. So for today, you have that option of turning right because you cannot turn left onto Liverpool Road when you're coming from Church Street.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Remember, we have the no right turn at the bottom. But for this morning, while the work has been carried out by Public Works, you'll be able to turn right.
The exception will be made for today?
Yes, just for this morning.
Okay.
Because they say it's between 8 and 11.
Okay.
So for now, you'll be able to turn right.
Okay.
And this morning, I want to talk about emergency vehicles. And we know we have 3 emergency vehicles, which is the fire and service.
The appliance.
Yes. We have the ambulance and we have the police vehicles. Any police vehicles. And the reason why I'm speaking about this, persons do not adhere to the siren, especially for the ambulance and the fire trucks. They will hear the siren, the horns are blowing, and they won't pull over. And this is an offense. If you do not pull over and it is being reported to the police will prosecute such driver. Once the driver of such appliance get the number and report it to us, we will prosecute that person. You must adhere to the fire truck, police cars, and ambulance as long as they are responding to an incident. And if they respond to an incident, they must have on the siren, and you just hear the horn blowing, especially from the fire truck. But persons feel, okay, I can outrun that vehicle. Sometimes, or not even sometimes, it might be somebody for you they're responding to. Or maybe a house belongs to a family member. And when such thing happen, the first thing I say, oh, they're always late. But because your obstruction, the cause of that could lose somebody's life or somebody's house get burnt down. So I'm appealing to the motorists, adhere to such vehicles. And if an ambulance, a police car or fire truck approaches, all you have to do is relax and stay calm and just pull over safely. Let such appliance pass. The drivers of vehicles shall yield the right way to police vehicles, as I said, and ambulance. And if you're going through a red light, and the light come on, all you have to do is pull over and let such pass. Because remember, the law gave these vehicles.
You mean if you're going through a green light, you mean?
Red light. Remember, if the police vehicle or fire truck or ambulance is responding to an incident, they are the only vehicle can pass through such if the red light is on.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I misunderstand you.
No. I'm telling the motorists to pull over and let such pass. Because the law gave provision for them to pass through red lights. Remember, they are responding to an incident, we don't know what, so let them pass. Yesterday, the fire truck was going down west, and they are blowing the horn and the siren is on. And people still won't pull over. And if an accident occurs, you're going to be wrong. you're going to be wrong, you're going to get the wrong. Just pull over.
Wow. You want to take some calls?
Sure, I can.
Good morning.
Morning. Jacob,
Yay.
are you please call out the schedule for the count today when you're done?
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Liebert. Good morning to you, GQ. Good morning to Mrs. Sergeant Henry. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning.
GQ, I want to start on a good note as always. Some may not really appreciate it, but I want to commend you for something you've said 2 weeks ago. On the 24th of August, there was someone who called and asked Sergeant Henry about the objects we do put in the street to provide parking for us when it is not authorized by the traffic department, who have the right to do so. He also asked if he moved them, it's an offense. She responded and said no. You, in other words, said to the young man, you would advise him best to seek the right from the authority to move them to avoid confrontation. I must say, you have said something that others may not have recognized, but I did. I always do recognize the good things people said, which makes me judge the good quality in people. I really admire you for what you said that day to the young man. I'm reading from the same book, but a different page. Sergeant Henry, I do know what is right based on the mission statement of the St. Christopher Nevis Police Force to protect and serve and what else. But on the 26th of August at 4:30 p.m., there was a car park right in front of Uncle T's on Théon Street. They're heading east. A police car was immediately behind that car, which had on its flashers. And there was no movement of traffic because he blocked the road. Traffic coming from east going west couldn't pass with a two-lane road. The vehicle license plate is G850. I would have taken that initiative, an opportunity arises to see what is being done. For 3 minutes, the traffic was blocked. I would have come out as a police officer and most definitely checked inside Uncle T's where he would have been and nowhere else he could have been. Because no other business places around just close to where the car park, unless he was crazy to park the car and went across the street somewhere else. And asked who had car parked there and asked him to move. That wasn't done. There are room for improvement. That an initiative should have been taken based on the opportunity he had to ask him to move. The following day, on the 27th, it took place again on Celia Christopher Road, traveling towards Rams Cash and Carry, direction where the vehicle was parked. At 9:23 in the morning, the same vehicle, I do not know if the same police officer was driving, nobody came out who were driving it and asked them to move. None. Now, these are the things that, of course, says about the safety of you all, the police force, are providing for us all, but that hasn't been done. He could have taken the initiative and do likewise of that person who was driving the vehicle the day before and done it. On Monday, the 5th of September, I was coming from Paradise Road on the corner of Paradise Road and the main road in Connery, where there was a government vehicle, 9138, parked, blocking the road, coming out of Paradise Road onto the main road. I honked my horn several times, nobody. I thought of coming out, but I would have been stupid to do so, ignorant of the fact of part the vehicle and come out with the engine running. I honked the horn several times. Somebody was in the vehicle behind the steering wheel. He then came out and directed traffic. Who gave him the right to do that? He's not a police officer. He doesn't work traffic department. I've got to come out and run into somebody else. What you all are doing about these things are things that is rather ignorant of the law, which is no excuse, and definitely disregarding people's safety in the streets. Sergeant Henry, you take care, have a good day, and GQ, to continuing what is right, GQ, you have done and always have done a lot of good things that I have appreciated what you've done. Have a good day. Goodbye. Thank you.
You have a good day, too. Sergeant, do you
Thank
want to
you,
respond?
caller. Okay, for all these vehicles that you have given, I have taken note and I will find out. But sometimes I don't think people, and I shouldn't say I don't think. I know some people are ignorant to the fact, but maybe something or a reason why the person had parked there. I wouldn't say by Uncle T's, but maybe by Cecilia Christopher driver on the main road where you was talking about just now. Because as you said, the person came out and directed the traffic. It could be that he have a malfunction in his vehicle or something, we don't know. So sometimes it's best for us to inquire first before we say things. So I can find out, and I'll get back to you.
All right, before we take the next call, someone called and asked about load shedding for today, Wednesday, 7th September, and one is scheduled at 9 o'clock, so let me get those times out for you guys, and then we'll take some more call. From 9 a.m. this morning until 12 p.m., load shedding is as follows. Timothy Hill to Southeast Peninsula, that's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Central Keon Lodge to Estridge. 12:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., New Road to Bareford's Estate. 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., Birdwalk West and Frigate Bay. Well, to Frigate Bay, I should say. 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., Industrial Site, Birdwalk East. And for the final one for today, 7:30 p.m. to 10 p.m., Half Moon Connery. Let's take some more calls, and I'll, reiterate that again at the end of the program. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning to Sergeant Henry. How are you?
Good morning, Lestin.
I'm glad you mentioned my name because we're looking for lawyers for the club, but we're going to move on to what you're speaking about this morning.
Okay.
Yes, your topic is very timely, Sarge, and I've seen it myself where persons, for some reason, feel they can outrun or outmaneuver these emergency vehicles, and it's a bad practice. And a lot of persons, because you hear the siren long before, sometimes even before you see the vehicle itself. And you have ample time to pull over to the left or to the right, wherever practicable, and allow these vehicles to pass. And as you rightly say, we sometimes take so many things for granted. And it's only when it happened to us or we find out it's a family member, then is when we say, if we had known, always come after the fact. So I am urging all of us, the general public, to adhere to these vehicles when you hear the siren in particular, or you sometimes you can see them in your rear mirror anyhow, and it's an emergency they are going to. I know there was a time when person used to complain that sometimes they put on these emergency for style, yes. But I don't think that practice is continuing at this time. I believe persons are mature enough to understand when you put on the siren, the person understand the emergency, the urgency, and just govern ourselves accordingly and allow these vehicles to pass. So I'm asking all of us, including myself, let us continue to realize these things. What the life you save can be your very own. Always take that into consideration. Sergeant, you're doing a great job as usual. We're still looking for a lawyer for the AA Club. So we're targeting you in the meantime. But you have a good day and continue this great program. And Commissioner GQ, great job as usual. Have a good day.
All right, my friend.
Thank you, Carla, for your contribution. You're so right. The life we save might be our very own or somebody for us.
All right,
so let us adhere to such.
Good morning, you're live.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, good morning, Inspector and Sergeant.
Good morning.
Good morning, Culture.
Yeah, this is police without pistol.
Yes, man, on duty.
Right. Education leads the way. And understanding is the best thing. I think it is time now for cut down on the load of talking and issue tickets. Think it is small. And everybody know the streets, everybody who got license and drive in the road, they know the streets. But some people willful, and some of them, like you said a while ago, we do not know the circumstances why certain persons are parked. But when they park, and they have to park there because of whatever taking place, then they must come out and control the traffic. But it's time to put down your pen and your book and carry them in Mr. Limo house. A lot of people ignorant to the law, ignorant, and they want to be wrong and strong. Stop it. Give them the book and let it pass on the message. Thank you very much. Because when you take too many people for granted, they say, man, I do that the other day and I get with. And other people learn from that. Thank you very much, Inspector and Sergeant.
Thank you, Carla, for your contribution.
Good morning, you're live.
Hey, good morning, and how are you today, Inspector Henry? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. I'll take that, but I'm a sergeant.
Oh, the head ain't too good, getting old. Sorry about that. Miss Henry, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Kamal Henry for his speedily action by giving my children in Beach Allen Primary, Washington Archibald, and Bastille Senior High School their speed bumps. I say congratulations to him this morning. He worked very fast with me, and I appreciate it, although, you know, you're going to find some of the crazy ones thinking that they can overrun the speed bump by mashing up their vehicles. This morning, Miss Henry, I have escaped so many head-on collisions for the past week, especially going down to the westward side, going down there by the Ross University in that stretch. Head-on. People just, the other day they're going and 4 vehicle park, right, for a bus was in front to drop off his passenger. This little blue car just come from nowhere. He might be thinking people park there because they want to be there. You understand? And he come from nowhere. And then we come in to the eastward side of the island, and he almost come head on with us. You understand? It is ridiculous. Under the bridge there where they say St. Kitts, nice. I don't see the police under there. I'm not telling you all what to do, but that's a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? Go all the way down there on the stretch. Hide in the cane field or hide somewhere else, and you will see how much vehicles you all pick up for speeding. Speeding, Miss Henry, speeding. It's ludicrous on the street. I am so scared of those streets right now. You understand? And as culture clearly stated, it's time enough to stop talking and issue tickets. Because you're going to tell me you got to learn to drive. The instructor teach you all that he knows and what the traffic stated, right? And you still don't know to use the roundabout? I out there and it is bad, Miss Henry. Yeah, and people doing it with a passion like they don't care. You know? And I want to live. You understand? So sometimes when we have the right way, we have to give it all up. We have to give it up for these people outside here. You understand? So I think it's time enough to stop talk and issue ticket. These are not children. We teach them with baby paws too much. We have to throw the hammer at them. Too many accidents could occur out there if we don't use our brain. You know what happened to these people, Miss Henry? They drive, they press the gas, and that's all. They does not read the road. When I on that street, I read that road like how I read a book. You understand? So people got to learn to do what they went school in a way because they had to be taught. You know, they have to done away with it. Oh, you can't be all the places at all the time. Throw the tickets at them, Miss Henry. Don't play with them. I know they ain't going to like you, but don't care. Do your work. Take us. Have a good day.
Thank you, Carlo.
Yes. You want to respond?
Yes.
Okay.
That same stretch of road you're speaking about, that's Johnson Long Path. We usually go out there, and every time we go out there, we catch people for speeding. Sometimes we issue 40, 50-something tickets a day within less than half a day. So I know what you're speaking about. And as you talk about that, yes, when persons stop, if there's a line of vehicle and you see somebody stop, you don't know what's in front while the person stop. Allow things to happen and then continue. Do not overtake. Especially down by Ross University and the busmen them especially. Up to yesterday, I got a report that there's a line of traffic because the traffic warden came out to stop the vehicle for persons to pass. And this busman going to overtake. You cannot do that because you don't know what is happening in front of you. Wait and then allow the vehicles them in front of you to continue and then you move on. Because you don't know if it's something, maybe the road work is being done or a pedestrian is crossing. So let persons do what they're doing in front of you and then everybody travel on.
All right, let's take this next call. Let's try this next one. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes,
Good
morning.
Yes, I'm calling from overseas. I'm a citizen of St. Kitts Nevis. I live in Statia. However, I enjoy your program very much, this one in particular. And I would say, well, thanks for the program, because generally, even though we drive on different sides of the roads, in areas traffic rules are basic. And so I'm thankful for that program. However, I know that there are plenty schools in St. Kitts compared to what we have in Station in terms of primary schools. But there's something that I notice here, in that children who are in primary school here, the police would go to the schools and teach the children the traffic. So it is part of their examination when they would have left, when they would be leaving to go to secondary. So all the children, they do something with traffic. Is it possible that from time to time, the police, the traffic department in St. Kitts Nevis can go into, well, not all, but as many as elementary schools they can, and teach the youngsters the traffic and the crossings and the this and the that and what have you? How possible do you think that is? Anyway, very, very good program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carla. As I said, all police officers are traffic police officers. You don't have to be working in traffic to teach such. We have this body that is intervention, where we have police officers deal with children. So we have persons go to the school and teach them various things on law enforcement. So you don't have to be somebody from traffic. So persons usually go and teach the children of such.
Let's say this next call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, GQ.
Hey, morning,
I just
man.
need to draw to the police attention there. At least I should say good morning to everybody who's there.
Good morning.
You know, Brand Street is the street where the bus used to come up when they're going
East.
Connery area, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to look into this for me, please, police officer. There's a container rest on an empty land there. There's a street down there. Every time you drive down that road, like yesterday, there was this car parked, at least 2 cars, it seemed like to me, parked so close that you had to really pull on the right to turn left to go down the road here. There's a yellow line there. And, you know, I don't understand why people park in the yellow line. The yellow line, we all know, is a no parking. So I want y'all to look into it for me, please. Because sometimes when I go there to the business, you have to bump the sidewalk to park up where when we sell food. I think it's on every day. And you can't bump there because 2 and 3 cars park. I mean, and these 2 are parked so close that you have to pull to your right and take a sharp left to go down Brand Street. And a clear yellow line is there. So maybe you all need to look in. I don't know why people would park up here. So thank you very much. Thank you all doing a good job. But, you know, it's ridiculous. The yellow line is there. Why would you park on the yellow line? When you see businesses go, so if somebody come down the road to buy some stuff from the woman who's selling food here, they can't even bump off the road and go there because these vehicles park on the yellow line blocking it. So this is just my tidbit for the morning. Thank you.
Thank you for your input.
You're talking about Johnson Street. That's the one where the buses usually go down. Because Brand Street, you come up. So I know you're speaking about. And your concern has been noted, and I will go and look into it. Yes.
You know I sneaker, but good morning
Yes.
to you. You're live.
Good morning, the Sonny Boy.
Hey, Sonny Boy. Morning, man.
Yeah, I'm calling to tell Sergeant Henry to say hello to my brother Jam down, and I share him as good friends. And actually, she cousin, Inspector Cromwell, is he still in the police department?
Yes, he's still in the police force. He's a superintendent now.
Okay, well, just give my regards to my brother. GQ, I love you, man.
I love you too, Sonny Boy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Pleasant good morning, GQ. How are you doing, sir?
I'm giving thanks, man.
Yes, man. Good morning, Sergeant. To the general public, I say good morning.
Good morning.
A point of observation. When you're traveling west, when you come in the vicinity of Bounty Wells Primary School there.
Yes.
Right on the hill, there is a big tree there. It has been dead for some time, and it is a potential deadfall. My brother had drawn to my attention some time ago. I was away from the Federation for several weeks, and I'm surprised that it's still there. I traverse there quite regularly, and I think you all need to send somebody down there to look at it, because if it should gain Lego from the top, it's going to be havoc to any vehicle it should crash on. It might be a pile-up of vehicles simply by that tree, so I'm appealing that you all should send somebody down there and try to remove it. You have a very large chunk as well, too.
And thanks, Carla, for your observation. It's noted.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Sergeant, I'm going to let you wrap up here. We are at that closing point, or that mark.
I just want to remind the motorist public that remember school has been reopened. Well, preschool went out on Monday. This morning is everybody. High school, primary, they're out to school. Yes. Even the college students. So I'm asking you all, please drive with caution. Remember, when the children are on the crossing, give way to them. And parents, talk to your children. Let them know not just to cross the road anyhow. Use the crossings especially. And if you're by a traffic light, wait until the picture come up to say walk to walk. Do not just cross over the road. So always remember to use the crossing. And also if the traffic ones are there directing the traffic, wait until they say to cross to cross. I want to thank everybody for calling in this morning, giving your observation, your concern, and supporting this show. Thank you all.
And as promised, I'm going to reiterate the load shedding schedule for today, Wednesday, 7th. You have 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. this morning until 12 p.m., Timothy Hill to Southeast Peninsula. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Central Keon Lodge to Estridge. 12:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., New Road to Bayford's Estate. 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., Birdwalk West to Frigate Bay. 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., Industrial Site to Birdwalk East. 7:30 p.m. to 10 p.m., Half Moon to Connery. Well, 9 o'clock report is up next. Compliments the Grange. Take care of yourself. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing. Catch you guys next week.
You simply